Welcome everyone, nerds and nerdettes, to another episode of Gaming Nerds Daily. Today is July 31st, 2018. So thanks to everybody that watched yesterday. We had a pretty good turnaround yesterday. Not live, but afterwards. And also we had somebody comment on a correction that I did. I appreciate it. Anytime I make mistakes, you guys, I'm human. Comment on it. Call me out my shit. So just go to youtube.com or Twitch. Well, Twitch is too late, so yeah, just go to the YouTube page and put a comment on it. So right off the go, let's do all our plugins. If you guys like our content that we do, go to patreon.com/GamingNerds. Today I will probably go through the tiers of all of our pledges that you guys can do. I don't think today is going to be a very long day based on the news, unless I can stretch it out. If you guys want, you guys can also go to our facebook.com/GamingNerds podcast. We have a community going on there. We're going to try to get a little bit more interactive on our Facebook page once we start getting people in. Right now, it's just the basic stuff going up when things go live and stuff like that. If you want to join our Discord community, that one's a little bit more active. I have the link down below in the description. If you're watching live, then you already know you can go to twitch.tv/GamingNerdsPodcast and watch us live. I'm going to try and add some segments into our daily. So after each news story, if you guys are writing or commenting on YouTube or on Twitch at the time that it's live, I will respond to your guys' questions or post based on that article of news. And I'll do that for each one, just to try to stretch the time out a little bit, you guys. Especially on some days that it's not very long. Also, we have our Twitter page, which we don't advertise very much, but you guys can follow us at twitter.com/GamingNerdsP. It's a capital G, capital P. Also, if you guys miss our live, you guys can always go to soundcloud.com/GamingNerdsPodcast. I have that link down below. Doing that is fine if you missed it live. When you guys listen onto podcasts anywhere, always like, subscribe, comment, rate, review, do all that jazz. That helps us a lot, you guys. Especially on Apple Podcast, so we can get recognized and a little bit more exposure. That's kind of the reason why we're going daily now. Also, is to help with our exposure, get more content out there, try to get our names out there a little bit more. And you guys can also go to our website. We have a website that all of our episodes get posted onto, and we're going to start putting our news announcements there besides Discord, but our website is GamingNerdsPC.com. SoundCloud is Gaming Nerds, no podcast. I'm pretty sure, Matt, it's podcast, but I could be wrong. I'll have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's podcast. And also you guys can write us at, if you guys have any questions or want to just send us questions or have comments that you guys would like to read on the podcast, us to read on the podcast, you guys can always write us at GamingNerdsPodcast@gmail.com. So those type of things, like say I go over a news story and you guys want more definition into it, or you guys want to comment on it, the next show after that, I will read back that comment and whatnot. So just trying to get some more fan interaction between everybody, So today, in the news day, on a Tuesday, it's kind of busy. I mean, we got, let's see here, we got 5 stories. So let's see if I can expand out on these stories to kind of stretch out the episode a little bit. So I'm going to start off with Fortnite. I mean, what kind of gaming show, or what kind of gaming podcast / daily show would I be without Fortnite news, right? You always gotta have that Fortnite news in there. So, Fortnite had their 5.10 update today. This update was mainly for the LTM Fly Explosives. So their new limited time mode, Fly Explosives, it's all about, and I'm reading right off their website, you guys, off their epic.com. I have that link down below in the YouTube description, so if you guys want to check it out there. But yeah, I'm pretty much reading it right off their website. So they added the LTM mode, fly explosives. So it is kind of what it says it is. It's jetpacks and explosives. So the only thing you can find out, the only thing you guys can find out there is rocket launchers, anything that explodes, grenades, all that stuff. So it's going to be crazy. And the jetpacks in this one, they last longer. So you fly up and you can stay up in the air a lot longer. Hint the reason why it's called flying explosives. So let's see here, the battle royale. So I'm gonna go with the summary and get you guys, just like I said, I'm reading it right off the website, guys. So only explosive weapons can be found in this mode. Floor loot spawners will occasionally spawn jetpacks. Fly explosive jetpacks have increased fuel regain rate and decreased burn rate compared to default jetpacks, so it keeps pilots in the air longer. The storm times have been reduced, so that's good. Rocket ammunition capped at 120, and your kill, death, and wins are tracked in this mode. So they updated the playground mode. The vaulted jetpack has been enabled for the duration of the fly explosives limited time mode. So they brought the jetpacks back into the playground as long as this new limited time mode is going. The guided missiles have been enabled for the playground. So everything I'm reading is for the playground, guys. Consumable healing item spawn rates have been normalized by lowering chug jug and shield spawn rates. Bandages have been removed. This is to raise the chance of spawning healing items that get players in full health shields. Some of their bug fixes they did is the nameplates will no longer appear for members of the opposite team. So some weapon and items that they added are fixed to the game with this 5.10 update. We all knew guided missiles were going to return. I mentioned it on the Friday's group show that they're back. So this is the update that brought them back in. So they're available in epic and legendary variants. Their fuse duration is reduced from 18 to 15 seconds. Their movement speed decreased from 1,100 to 1,000. Reload time increased to 2.4 from 2.2. Reduced player damage from 105 to 110 reduced player damage from 105 to 110 down to 74 through 77 damage. Reduced structure damage down from 1,100 to 400. Explosions now damage structures with no regard for line of sight. And guided missiles can also be controlled via keyboard using the default movement inputs. So they said they were going to nerf the guided missiles. They nerfed the guided missiles. Structure damage down by over half. That is crazy. So these guided missiles, like they said, are mainly for scouting only. The damage, they reduced the damage by 20, 30 points of damage. So it doesn't do as much damage to players, and definitely doesn't do hardly any damage to structures. So I do recommend using the guided missiles only for scouting. That's kind of the reason why they brought it back. And the reason why they nerfed it in the first place was because everyone complained that it was way too strong. So the bug fixes they did were the issues with the slurp juice have been fixed, and it can be once again be looted in the game. Mobile iOS players will have a larger than normal update to download, 2 gigabytes. So this update will be a 2 gigabyte update for you guys on mobile. So all in all, they did some pretty decent updates. So I'm not a Fortnite fan. I play Fortnite once, maybe every 2 months. So I'm not the guy to talk to about Fortnite, but I know it's like one of the biggest news things, so can't miss out on it. Yeah, so I'm not sure what you guys think of the guided missile now. With it being so low in the structure damage, to me it's almost pointless. I mean, unless you are just going to use it to guide or throw somebody up on the rocket and take off with them. Other than that, though, I mean, kind of pointless. The LTM mode, though, flying explosives, kind of got me curious. I kind of can't wait. I might just watch some streaming videos of that, though, of how they are going to, what it's like having everybody on jetpacks and blowing each other up, and yeah, because it's the only thing in there is is explosives. So Matt's commenting and saying it might as well be called a mini UAV. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, it diffuses pretty fast, though. I mean, they lowered the diffuse time on it, so it doesn't last as long. Normally it was 1,100, now it's down to 1,000. So yeah, it came out today, Matt. So today was the launch day of it. And yeah, Matt is commenting, has Shadow Master, meaning he's at work right now, which he should be working and not watching the podcast. So in other news today, WWE 2K19 has announced a new game mode. I am not thrilled about this one, and a lot of people are not either. I'm a big WWE fan. I like 90% of their games. I do not like this new mode. So this new mode is called Towers. Matt, be quiet. So the new mode is called Towers. There's two style of towers. One is called the Gauntlet, where it's a one session try. So the whole point of the towers, if you guys played any kind of Mortal Kombat games in the 90s where you had the towers and you go against one opponent and then you go against another opponent and then another opponent, it's just a continuous bout of people that you go against till you get to the top of the tower. That's what this is. So they got the two modes. One is Gauntlet mode, to where you get it's a one try session. So you go until either you lose the match or until you reach the top. If you lose the match, you got to start all over again. If you quit during your session, you got to start all over again. So that's all. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. The other style of it is it's called Steps, and with Steps you can take your time on it. So if you quit the game, you can come back and it starts right there. So you progress at your own pace until you hit the top of the tower. The point of the tower is obviously to beat everybody or establish a certain score to pass the level to get up to the top. So that's the two style of towers. They have many modes of towers. So they have My Player Tower, which is a tower to where you create a character like My Player, where you go online to like Road to Glory pay-per-view. So that character that you create for that, you use in the tower, and the more successful you are in your tower, those awards come back with you into your pay-per-view and My Road to Glory. So they carry on with you. Another tower is called the 2K Tower, and that's a theme tower, which is they're pretty much like homage to matches that have happened in the past, like really good matches that happened in the past. This is their way of just giving homage to them. They also have the what is it called, Legends lore, which you play has certain people that let's say like WrestleMania, what was it? I can't remember what WrestleMania it was, but Hulk Hogan versus The Rock. They'll have that in the tower where you play as Hulk Hogan or you play as The Rock, and you probably have a match, the top match or whatever, or the top of the tower will be the Hulk Hogan match and stuff like that. So it's just where you play out actual matches through the tower of it. Let's see here. Oh, and the big one for the tower It's called the $1 Million Tower. So this is the AJ Styles is hosting this tower, the phenomenal one. So I don't know if I put up the link in the YouTube description for this article. If I didn't, I'll do it at the end of this article, and I'll put it up on YouTube. But so this one is actually for $1 million. So this tower is the hardest tower. It puts you on the hardest difficulty, and it has the hardest things. You don't have any kind of health regen at the end of each match or whatever. So what it is, once you complete that tower, if you can complete that tower, you have to cut a promo and saying why you're the best, blah blah. You know, it's WWE. You just cut the promo and then you send it in. I don't know where you send it in. That's the reason I'm going to put the link for this article in the description. This is right off their webpage, www.2k19.com. I think that's what it is. Don't take my word for it. I don't know the website off the top of my head. But once you do that, you will be entered to win. You'll go to WrestleMania. This year's WrestleMania. And AJ Styles, I believe it's AJ Styles that picks the winner. And the winner of it wins $1 million. So you get to go to WrestleMania. And then you also get to you also win $1 million. So pretty cool. Will I do it? No. Do I like this idea? No. I do not like this idea in this game. I'm hoping that they didn't base all their new ideas around this game. Everyone's crying out for a GM mode. Honestly, guys, I did not like GM mode. Maybe I was too young to really understand how GM mode worked back when it was around. I know everyone, I think it was in the 2K13, but I didn't play the 2K13, or back when THQ had it, one of THQ's last games. I didn't really play it too much. I fell out at that point. By that point, I came in back after that. So I got a huge gap difference. I missed about 5 years of wrestling. So in all that gap time period, maybe even shorter than that. But point being though is that I was never really a fan of the GM mode when I was into it. I really wish they would focus more on their career mode. I know that they did better in the last one, but I want more storylines. I don't want to go in these matches just for pointless matches because you miss something or anything like that. I want a straightforward, really in-depth storyline, kind of like Shut Your Mouth had, and a couple of the older PS2 games. Their wrestling games had some really good story-written storyline, career mode storylines. So yeah, I kind of wish they would go back to that. They were definitely way better back then than they are now. Now it's just about coming from NXT, choosing what you want to do, and going for it. There's really no in-depth story. Once in a while you will get in a storyline, but it's kind of repetitive from every last year's and this year's, or from last year's game. It's just recycled. It's the same old. I'm really hoping that they can get some better writers in 2K, and get some in-depth storylines this year. But if they're going to focus on this tower mode, I don't know, guys. I'm not liking the outlooks of it. So, but again, I don't know. We'll just have to see. They haven't even revealed the roster yet. It comes out in October, so we'll see. It's about that time where every week they'll start announcing new news. So, the next thing in news: Destiny 2 Solstice of Heroes is now live. This will be going on until August 28th. And this one you'll get your armor that you can upgrade to 400. This is the only armor you get that you can upgrade to 400. It is free to all players, regardless if you have purchased any of the expansions or the season pass. So even if you just have the base game, you're still up to you can still play this event, which is cool. So in this event, you'll be able to replay the story missions and whatnot. Just you can go back and replay them. You get your armor sets and upgrade your armor. So upgrading your armor just allows you guys to get it to 400. And this is, and whatnot. And also they have reworked the strikes, and they have in the PvP. So this event is mainly just the groundwork for Forsaken, for when Forsaken drops in September. This is just kind of getting it ready and whatnot, getting you guys ready, getting armor up to 400, just getting prepared for Forsaken, which is cool. They do a big event like this for the month for that drop. So there's also some new cosmetics you guys can get in loot boxes and in-game challenges. I didn't really go in depth on that. I'm not a loot box fan. I'm not really a Destiny fan. Again, this is news that really I don't personally connect with. I know Destiny's a big gaming, so yeah, I'm not going to, go all ape crazy on it. It's not going to pull me back, especially with the Forsaken update to where it's going a live subscription to where it's $70 and you get all the DLC and everything like that when Forsaken drops. I'm not a big enough fan for Destiny to get that, so I just know I put it on here for you guys, so you guys have that information. So yeah. This next, I'll do this one. This is only a one-sentence one. Spider-Man has gone gold, and this is actually yesterday's news, and I missed it, or it was after I posted a podcast. But yeah, Spider-Man has gone gold. What gold means that they have sent it in to get the CDs made, the distributions, the cases, the artwork, all that stuff made out and get ready to ship out. Now, since the game is done at that point, they can start working on the day one patch, fix any bugs that they might still have to work on, and everything like that. So it means no delays. It's not going to get delayed. It's going to come out in time. And we're just that one step closer of getting goddamn Spider-Man in our hands. Just a little over a month away, guys. Holy crap. I am super stoked. Super, super excited. But yeah, I figured I'd share that with you guys. Anybody that's ready for Spider-Man. And that has a PS4 anyways. Yeah. So this next one, you guys are going to have to bear with me. I saved this one for last. It is long, and it has a lot of gibberish in it. Yeah, just bear with me, guys, on this one. So PlayStation quarter one sales have been, or Sony put up PlayStation quarter one sales. So there's a lot of info in this. I'm going to try and break it down a little bit. So PlayStation quarter one sales were $17.9 billion. So they made $17.9 billion in just the quarter one. The Game and Network service segment is what brought most of the money in for Sony. It brought in $4.23 billion just in the games network and services. That is a 35.6% increase from last year. The biggest leap was the operating segment, which is the rise of sales in PlayStation products, particularly PS4 software. They brought in $748 million, which was a 371.8% increase. So that's just in their the games and stuff like that. So having those type of games, so they're exclusives like God of War coming out in the beginning of the year and like that. And a lot of this is compared to last year's quarter one too, just so you guys know. But 371% increase. So Sony's not going anywhere, and this is the reason why Sony's winning console war, and this is the reason why they have such a big ego and is not sharing crossplay. This is why, and they have the right to back it up now with these numbers. Console sales brought in $887 million. Sony sold 3.2 million units sold in the first quarter, which is on par as last year. So their sales are just straightforward. They're not going anywhere. So, I mean, they're not declining yet. The lifetime sales of the PS4 is now 82.2 million units sold. It's pretty damn good, you guys. I should have looked up the PS3 and PS2 units sold, but I'm pretty sure that the PS4 is up close to the PS3, if not past PS3. and I think PS2 might still be the best selling, I believe. So, I could be totally wrong. I could be ass backwards where PS3 was the best selling, PS2 wasn't. But I want to say PS2 was the best selling. So, I could be wrong, guys. They made $2.4 billion in software sales in the first quarter. This is up from 70% from last year. And again, that's just from the gaming guys. So every game every game that was sold on PS4. This translates out to 40.6 million game sales. It's a lot of games sold on PlayStation. This is digital and physical copies, guys. 43% of these were digital sales, so almost half of these were digital sales. Now, I know on Friday I said digital sales are up to 60% and 40%, 60% physical, or 60% digital, 40% physical. Okay, I might have been a little off, but this is just for Sony. This isn't for everything else. So, last year's quarter one was at 39% digital sales over physical sales. So the trend is going up and up and up. And then last year's entire financial year was only 32% physical that was bought. We're already at 43%. And this is the reason why everyone's looking at cloud streaming. It's because everyone's buying physical anyways. Well, it's almost a 50-50 split in physical or in digital. So they want to save that money from making physical copies, and not really them saving, but they don't have to go through all the leaps and bounds to do all that if everyone's buying digital anyways. I buy digital because it's just easier. It's not cheaper. It's just easier. Actually, it is cheaper for me. For some reason, I don't pay taxes in California for digital products. On the PlayStation. On Xbox, I do. PlayStation, I don't. Which is weird. But yeah. This story, I also have this entire story out on the YouTube link, I hope. I might not have updated it. I'll do that after this is over. But, yeah, so, this was written out by James Batchelor at GamingIndustry.biz. So, GamesIndustry.biz. Go check it out if you guys want to look at more. He has a lot more in-depth on it. I just nitpicked the main stuff. Yeah, so deals. I'm gonna put a new segment in here if I see deals going out. No Man's Sky right now is $10 on PS4. If you guys haven't played No Man's Sky since the update of Next, PS4 has it for $10 right now. I went back to it. Not for me. Definitely not for me. I played it day one launch. I got burned by it. This one, I don't see the difference in it. It's same old No Man's Sky to me. The planets are a lot more filled, I guess you would say. There's a lot more to them. They're not barren anymore. They look prettier. That's for damn sure. Multiplayer is the typical multiplayer to where if you jump in with your friend, if he leaves, you get kicked, and then you gotta take all of your stuff back with you. Meaning, so me and Matt were playing it, and I jumped into Matt's game. I helped him get past, did all these missions. The next day I went, Matt wasn't on yet, so I jumped on my own, and with the same character, and I had to go back and redo all those missions again. So if you're gonna be in a multiplayer, make sure it's the same guy hosting every time and whatnot, because otherwise you'll have to go back and redo all your missions because your progress doesn't carry with you. Your items that you gather and whatnot and all your upgrades and everything to that character comes with you, just not your progress. So, but that's not the reason why I'm stopping. It's not for me. I have other things that I'd rather be playing. So, like, Octopath Traveler, I'm getting ready for Madden. I'm going to get that EA Access Premier, so I can get that going, so it saves me $70, so I don't have to spend $70 on Madden. Also, guys, this weekend, if Matt might be doing it too. I'm not 100% sure. Don't take my word for it. There's a, I mentioned it yesterday, Black Ops 4 beta. I did the Comcast thing. It's not as complicated as I thought it was. You just need to log into Comcast and do the instructions there for the Black Ops 4 beta. I've already got mine ready to go. Thursday, excuse me, I'll be preloading it, and then Friday at 10 a.m., close to 10 a.m., I'm not sure if I'll do it at 10 a.m. If I can, I'm going to live stream my gameplay of Black Ops 4. So for people that are on Xbox or anything like that, then that will be going. If I live stream it, I don't think I'll be under the Gaming Nerds podcast is where you guys are watching this right now. I might be under my personal one, which is linked to this podcast. It's linked to the main one. If you're in my Discord, if you're in the Discord community, I will post it up when I'm on. I think Matt, if Matt's on, I think he'll be streaming on the Gaming Nerds main. The reason why I'm not going to be streaming on the Gaming Nerds main one that you guys are watching the episode on right now is because I would have to go through it, my PlayStation, and reset everything. Well, change everything over. It's a pain just to do for one game and then go back. Because Matt likes to stream on. Usually when Matt streams, he streams on the main one, and so it's just and then also with all the dailies and stuff like that. If we're streaming, that's the reason why we have our separates. It's just to make sure that we don't go on top of each other, pretty much. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna do that, and then I'll put it up in Twitter, I'll put it up in the Facebook page, I'll put it up in the Discord, I'll put it up everywhere, guys, so you can find it if you're following us in all those spots. Also, I don't have time to go through the Patreon tiers like I thought. We stretched it out a little bit more. I almost forgot, and I'm gonna plug it in now. I'm surprised Matt didn't yell at me in the comments. And our patreon.com/gamingnerds, if you guys go there, and one of our tiers is a $30 tier. Matt is doing a giveaway for the $30. First 5 people that give us a $30 pledge, we will be qualified for a drawing. That drawing is for a set of Keyblades, which is in a case. It's a really, really nice set, you guys. It is really nice. A Goofy Funko Pop and a Assassin's Creed Unity metal coin. So the first 5 people that that pledge $30 in that pledge will be the first 5 people in the $30 pledge will be put in the drawing. Mine's going 101 miles an hour. That's at patreon.com/gamingnerds, GamingNerds, not podcast. So that's it's pretty good, you guys. And that giveaway is only going for 3 weeks. So once Matt comes back, it's no longer. That $30 pledge also gives you quite a bit of things. It gives you our group podcast, which our group podcast is being put on hold, you guys, until further notice. Once Matt comes back, then we'll start up our group podcast again on Fridays. But yeah, that gives you access to that once we start implementing the paid for it. So we were going to do the for $1 pledge. It was going to be for the group show. Yeah, it was going to be for the group show live. And then Mondays, for people that don't pledge the $1, on Mondays, the show would be available to you guys. So, so that $30 would give you that. And pretty much, because we have the $1, the $3, the $5, the $10, and the $30. The $30 gives you everything above that, or below that. So, so the $30 would give you access to the live show, the Q&A live. The also gives you access to the game card giveaway and also the game giveaway. Once we have enough people in it, but yeah, it gives you access to all that. So it's still a killer deal. And also the $30 gives you guys gives you the opportunity to come on the daily with me or our group show, one of your choice. So I mean, it's pretty good. It's worth it, you guys. And also, you guys remember that Patreon. You guys pledging that Patreon gives us the chance of getting better equipment, better audio, make more content. Also gets us to be able to do meet and greets and go to PAXs and meet you guys there. Do stuff like that once we get bigger up and whatnot. Actually, a lot of those, like I said, a lot of those that are on Patreon, the pledges and stuff, are giveaways. Most of them are giveaways. So we're not really making money off of you guys. That's not the case. What we want to do is you guys pledge money to us, and then we want to give you guys that back to the community. That's our goal, and that's what we want to do. So, so I'm mumbling now, guys. So I'm going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow, nerds and nerdettes. Keep on gaming. Oh, I didn't have my stuff ready. Alright, guys, have a good one.